It was one.
Michael Baxley to kick off for the Chargers.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs.
Number 28.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
On the tackle. 1 yard gain.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Carr. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Carr's pass.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10.
Now remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught inside the 20. Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Now this one over the middle, into the hands of his tight end, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Herbert's throw going to be caught by Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Another Charger.
Herbert on 1st down now.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To the air again, Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Joshua Kelly, the rookie from UCLA. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
LaMarcus Joyner on the tackle.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
For Keenan Allen, that's complete.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is complete. It's Allen. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. First and goal, Kelly. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Joshua Kelly, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. Desmond King making the tackle.
Josh Jacobs
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
45-yard line.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Carr. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He's got Allen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And now off to the races, down the right side. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Malik Collins. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, Herbert going deep here for Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
It's now 3rd down and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert now. On the screen, this is Eckler. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And This time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Here's Herbert now on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Herbert. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Just shy of the 45. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Handoff, this is Jacobs. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Josh Jacobs.
We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
From the gun now on third down, Carr flushed out right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, a guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
third down now. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play. First down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
But without a doubt, all credit's got to go to the runner. Found his way into the end zone, but the defensive guys just not wrapping up well when they try to tackle him.
And that's the thing. You've got to wrap up. A lot of times these days you see guys, they just want to go as hard as they can and throw their body at somebody. That's not old school football, though.
No, old school football is fundamentals. Wrapping up, locking your hands, and trying to get him on the ground.
From the gun, Herbert. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game.
Chargers 14.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. Past the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Second and 11 at the 41. A big spot for the rookie Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Justin Herbert.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now. This is caught inside the 15. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. On the give, this is Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
The game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's caught inside the 25. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
2 yards on the play.
Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
The ball carrier.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. Have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Herbert. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert now to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten their feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Pressure there as it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. So this one, a victory for the Raiders.
21.
So for Las Vegas, it's a nice win to finish off what's been an ugly first half as they move to 2-6. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long.